Well, Lunar New Year celebrations are happening across Western Washington. The second Lunar New Year on the pier takes place today in Seattle on Pier 62. You're going to find some food trucks and the unveiling of a new fire pit. You can also see an art installation by Seattle artist Mun-Yi Chow. Activities are going to get going at 2 p.m. And joining us right now in the studio is the founder of Subtle Asian Baking, Kat Lieu. Welcome back.
Thank you, Farah.
Yeah, if
Thanks
people
for having me.
Don't remember, you were here with us before, and so happy that you're back again. We're going to be talking about delicious ways to celebrate Lunar New Year. I'd love for you to share your background and how you would celebrate Lunar New Year.
Yeah, so my family is actually from Vietnam and China. So my mom is from Hong Kong and my dad was born in Vietnam. So we celebrate a few different ways. This year is actually the year of the rabbit and the year of the cat for people who are in Vietnam. And we love to we start out our day with like a tray of togetherness.
Okay.
Where we just give each other some snacks, right?
Basically some nice goodies and
nice
sweets.
goodies. Start out the day very auspiciously. So
okay.
You can have if you want a snack later, we could do that.
Okay.
It's all about food. It's all about gathering. It's all about family and joy and, doing things that bring you luck too. So we also have, of course, a lot of snacks if you want to talk about that too.
I love that. Well, I mean, all of us love to eat here on the weekend mornings for sure. You had a reignited passion for baking that came about through the pandemic. She also happens to be a doctor, for those of you who aren't familiar with Kat. But now you're also a professional baker. You have a wonderful cookbook that's out. I'll make sure folks have a link to that in case they're looking at your instructions and want to make sure they have that book handy. But there are great ways for people to make their own Asian treats, and you're going to kind of help us do that today.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't want to get the book, you can also go on modernasianbaking.com.
Okay.
Where a lot of my free recipes are on there.
Wonderful.
Today we're going to make a super simple peanut butter cookie. So this is a Chinese auspicious peanut cookie. It's from a long time ago when we had bakers in ancient China inside the Imperial Palace, where they would bake in like a clay oven or something like that, and they'd make this from ground peanuts. But we cheated today, and we made we made a cookie batter using peanut butter.
Okay.
So there's about 2 cups of peanut butter in there.
Nice.
So there's a lot, but it's delicious.
And that's this dough right here.
Yeah, it's right there. It's a beautiful peanut butter dough. I made it yesterday, and then I let it rest, so it's nice and smooth.
It definitely is, yeah, nice and smooth.
Blended it all up. There's I think 1 egg in there, some flour, the peanut butter, and I think baking soda and baking powder. And what you're going to do, Farah, today is you're going to take a little piece.
Okay.
So as big as you want it to be. So let's start with making a really easy one.
Okay.
So just roll it up into a ball.
Okay.
So usually the peanut cookies are just circular and rounded to represent togetherness.
Okay.
Right? Or like the moon or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And then you're just going to take a peanut.
Okay.
And then just stick it in the middle.
Okay.
Yep. And then what we would do from there, we would put some egg wash, and then we would bake it for 18 minutes, 350 degrees
pretty simple.
Fahrenheit, and then we're done.
Very good.
So that's one, and then it would look like that.
These would be your
one.
finished peanut cookies, and you have them
as bunnies.
Decorated like bunnies.
So let's have you make a bunny too. Are you
oh my gosh.
up for it?
So you took a part of a peanut to make the ears?
Yes.
Right?
Two peanuts.
I can do that, everybody.
Yeah. And you can put
I can multitask.
And then you would if you want to take off your gloves, it might be easier. And then you would put black sesame eyes. This one's a little harder, so you're gonna just do your best.
Maybe he has many eyes because he's special. Fine. Okay, that's wonderful right there. Oh, and one of his ears fell off, everybody. All bunnies are different. Awesome.
And then you would, again, egg wash and then bake that, and then it'll turn into a cute little bunny.
Love that. Before we let you go, there's other things people can make, bread, and there's a nice compilation of sweets from other folks in Seattle, so we can find that on your website too.
Yes, they'll be on a website, and if you want to look at that. There's we did a baker's box. There's a few bakers, and I want to give them a shout out. So Liang Dang, Kristen Sam, Cindy Young, and Tanantha Couillard. And we raised over $1,500 for the Very Asian Foundation by selling cookies.
Oh, wonderful.
This was last month.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah.
If everyone can see some of these decorations. That's wonderful. Kat, thank you so much for being with us and for sharing more of your culture and what we can do to join in on Lunar New Year. We hope we will have you back soon.
Thank you so much, Farah. Thanks for having me again.